Alright, we're good. Okay, stream is up. Do you guys hear an echo at all or no? Do you guys hear an echo in the new stream? Is it echoing mic? Just checking my mic because one of my friends said it was echoing the last time. Okay, good. So the stream isn't echoing. That is awesome. So welcome back, guys. Sorry about that. We are having some mic and echoing issues in the last stream, so it's reset now, and we should be okay to go. I already got the plane set up here, so let's get rolling. Now, this is going to be also I'm going to put the link to the plane in the chat. It's on Facebook, so if you guys don't have Facebook, you should be able to also access the link as well through it should come up as just like a Facebook page. And I'm pretty sure if you just click on if you scroll down, there's a thing that says 7779 large door, small door. I don't know the difference between that. I just downloaded the large door because it's a large plane, so it's like a large cargo door type thing. I don't think they made one of a small door precisely, but or I don't know if they made one with a small door just for the heck of it, but it says small door and a large door. I downloaded the one with the large door, and basically what you have to do is you have to take the FSX model. So take the FSX file. It should say FSX model. Delete the model folder and drag the FSX model folder and drag whatever else is in that folder into the folder that the plane is in, and you just replace that, and then it should be compatible with your game. I'm pretty sure you can do it with anything else as well. Let me just check how's the echo situation. So like I said, it pretty much should be fine. And this is going to be a new stream thing that I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to be doing for FSX and for aviation stuff, I'm going to be providing you guys with plane spotting videos, historical videos on like historical flights, MD-80, and the like the MD-80 video I did, and the United video, which actually came out really well. It actually streamed the whole thing, so you can actually hear the pilot talking to the last United plane, United 747 that landed in Hawaii. You can actually hear the pilot talking to the tower and stuff. So I'll be doing that, and I'll be doing reviews on certain planes as well that I think are really cool. These are going to be the newer planes, most likely, not the older ones because they're not being updated anymore. So I'll keep you guys updated on Hiroshi Igami's stuff, as well as TDS, Tingle Developer Studios as well. I think I put in, yeah, it should be in the thing. No, gone. Okay, good. Oh, it's gone. Awesome. So yeah, let me get this plane uploaded. So this plane is actually pretty interesting. It has, so if you guys use the Skysphere, there is one with the fan blades. I think it's regular fan blades, Um, and it's just the regular Sky Spirit model. I think it's the GE90 engines, but not the current ones. I'm not like basically. I think the guy whoever made the 7779 model online somewhere. It comes with like Emirates, as well as other. I think it comes with like Emirates as well as. Sorry, I'm just looking for the model. It's not in here. It's in another. Let me find it. So as I was saying, it comes with like Emirates, American, which never has which never owned a 7779 yet. Besides Emirates, they're still ordering them. I think they ordered like 50 of them or 200 of them or something like that. So they're ordered, but basically they pretty much whoever made it put a 747 engine on a 777X, and it looks good, but it's not the right engine. So the engine you see on this current model is the right engine on the plane compared to if it's like compared to the computer version of it. The sound is GE90. The current GE90 engines that are out now on the 777-300s. That's the sound you're gonna be hearing. That's the current sound in the aircraft. I'm just looking for the aircraft while I'm talking, guys. So that's gonna be the current. There she is. That's gonna be the current sound file I have on her. She has no panel at the moment. I am testing the A350 panel on her later. And we're just gonna have fun today and do a little review and probably have a fun stream. So let's start at KBFI. We're gonna be contacting ATC as well during takeoff and landing. There is going to be flyovers of the current airport due to I'm not familiar with some of the airports that I am landing at. So just be aware of that. There's going to be a flyover of every airport I land at. Check for AI as well as other as well as the wrong way number. And this is not accurate compared to the real plane due to the real plane has not flown yet, but it is somewhat accurate. I always say it's not accurate because the real plane hasn't flown yet, so how the heck are you going to know the flight dynamics? Of course, you know, they could have the flight dynamics, but they're not going to really test every little detail on the plane for that. Until after the first flight. So we're gonna go a heavy gate. Okay. And that's the engines you can see there. Let me zoom in on them real quick. Now I want to show you guys the startup. What Hiroshi Igami does is he actually goes to airports and actually looks at pictures and does stuff like that. So everything you see on his planes, including the engines, are drawn from the pictures as well. So like everything on this model is realistic to the real 777 model that is out now, including the G90 logos, the back of the engines. He actually goes to airports and looks at pictures and everything and tries to get everything as most realistic, as realistic as he can. So let's get out of this airport here and get flying. So I will be doing the reviews starting with the startup of the engines and the flight dynamics, fuel consumption, as well as anything else. I think the fuel consumption is compared to the older GE90 engines, although I'm not sure, but I would think he would possibly do that just because of the fact that there is no fuel consumption, from what I know, that's out now for the GE90 engines on the 777X or the GE90X engines. Okay, let's get flying. We're gonna do 12 o'clock. So yeah, at least 2 flights in during the day. These are gonna be 2-hour flights, roughly. So we should be at our last airport around sunset, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I think at least most of these flights are 2 hours. I think one's gonna be like 3. And I will try to stick with the route unless something else happens during flight, which I do not expect it to. I'm saying the time now so you guys just know what I'm doing, so you're not like just hearing me talk and randomly when's this flight gonna happen. So let's clear the thing here, clear skies. Fuel and payload is good. Okay, so the engines are going to be started naturally. I'm going to just shut them off real quick, let them run down, let them spool down, and stop, and then I'll start them back up again for you guys so you guys can see the effects. And everything on this plane is made by the aircraft CFG as well as other stuff. So everything based on this plane besides the model is based by the aircraft CFG, like flight dynamics, engine spooling, speed of the engine is based on the aircraft CFG file in the plane. The texture is from a texture file, and the sound file is made from the sound file in the aircraft. Nothing is everything is like separate in terms of that. So like you can't take a panel. Some of the panels you can, but like I could put a Cessna panel in here. But I plan to make it as most realistic as possible, this model. So in terms of like panel wise, sound wise. So you might hear a switch in sound once it gets closer to takeoff or anything like that. And the panel is going to disappear in this model. I did test it last night, so I'll show you the first test flight that I did once it is uploaded. I took like pictures and stuff like that. This is the second time I'm flying this plane. Okay, so brakes. I do not have my thing plugged in. Let me do that right now before I hit into this gate. So there's the plane. Let me plug this. I think it's this one. And I'm going to back up using my reversers. I know they don't do that currently, but if I don't, the tug is going to crash into my plane. So let me just do that real quick. Oh, that's the wrong mic. Crap. You guys might hear an echo. Okay, so where's the plug for my, there it is. Okay, plug is in. Let me just make sure my sound is still working. And I do not have the stream open, so if you guys type, I cannot see it. It's just because, let's see, wait, actually I gotta fix something so you guys can see the stream better. Real quick. Oh, it's not. Is this stream even shown? Is the stream even showing for you? Okay, so it is open. Alright, awesome. Okay, so that's that, and it is big enough. Okay. And that's how it actually is in the... Oh, okay. So let me make that bigger for you guys so you can see that better. So it's not... I'm gonna adjust the length a little bit too. So the zoom on this real quick. So let's see here. Let me just zoom in on the plane. Click on that. Zoom out. And the wings do fold, which is awesome. So I'm going to actually fold them for you guys real quick, so you guys could see the wing fold. Let me just go up here and make sure the zoom is correctly before I put the wing fold on. Yep, that's correct. Okay. Let me just... You guys are going to hear the sound real quick. I just want you guys to hear the startup as well. Why is there no sound? There we go. Oh, the engine shut off. Wait. Oh crap, I didn't want to do that. Alright, hang on. We're going to start the engines from here. Push back a little bit and then get pushed back by a tug. That's what we'll do. Because I want to start the engines, shut off the engines, start them, shut them off. So this is the G90 engine sounds. I'm trying to yell over the engines because they are loud at times. So let that just dial down there. Should shut off. Let me just check my friend while these engines shut off. Alright, the engines did shut off. So here's the startup of engine 1. And what I like about the startup is you'll see there's the startup sound and you see the engine starts to turn slowly and start to pick its speed there. And you'll see it start to pick its speed, and you'll see like the visibility of the engine changing as the engine spools up. As well, you can see the back right there of the engine. So you can see the second fan back there as well while this engine is starting. That engine is started, same with this one. As you can see, the engine spools up. Sorry, there's a bag in the way. Okay, good. So sound is still working, everything's still working. So as you can see, the engine spools up, and you can see the right through the engine that is realistic with this type of engine. And now I'm going to push back a little bit. There is generally no planes here. I just like to make sure every time I take off if I'm cleared for takeoff. And in the this is realistic, you can see the grates or the I don't know what they call this, but the actual holes that the engine holes in the engine that the engine actually that the air actually goes out of during reverse. Actually, no, that's wrong. I think it goes through there. I'm not. So yeah, the air goes out the front. So the air gets recirculated here and goes out, but it doesn't go through there. It goes out through the front of the engine during a reverse. While the reversers are running. So I don't know what that's for. I think that's to like push the air out that way so it absorbs the air through there. But we're pushing back. Okay. Don't want to push back too much. Alright, so now I'm gonna go back out here. This is generally somewhat the closest sound I could find. So now we don't need to tug because we can just do this. That sounds way off compared to the engine sound that we're going to be hearing with these engines. Oops. Don't want to show that. I want to show the plane. Where's the plane? There's the plane. And the base model is pretty good. I mean, oh jeez, it's bouncing. That's because of the panel. So the base model is pretty good. I am going to actually do the tower thing out here, just because I want to bounce and the gear ends up breaking and the plane ends up going into the pavement. That has happened many times when this issue occurs. While I do ATC, the base model is pretty good on this plane. There's shine on the model, which is good. You can see the light. And you'll see in the air once we get, I'll put the lights on real quick. Once we get in the air, you'll see the shadowing on the engines looks like so realistic. It's actually pretty cool. So let me just contact tower real quick. And we'll be on our way. Boeing ground Boeing 10 heavy 007 or Boeing ground Boeing 7 heavy with Oscar request taxi for takeoff west departure. Boeing 7 heavy taxi and hold short of runway 31 left using taxiway B3, A, D, A, A7, B4, B, B10. Contact tower on 120.6 when ready. Now I just like to turn on progressive taxi. That lets me know the exact place where they want me to go. So I'm going to acknowledge the 00 heavy. Please acknowledge. I'm acknowledging right now. Taxi and hold short, runway 31 left via taxiway B3, A4, A4, A, A7, B4, B, B10, 7 heavy. So now we're clear taxi to the runway. So let's do that now. The taxiing is awesome on this thing. Like I said, the model is pretty decent. I mean it's amazing. Like the model, that if you look at the actual plane, the engines are looking awesome. It's insane on how big these engines are actually compared to other Boeing 777s. This is generally the right size for the engines. Generally I would think so, because when they tested them on they tested the engines on the 747 8i, or no, 747. On the GE test bed, they tested it on that, and the engines looked huge. On this, it's not even like the engines match the plane. The plane looks small compared to how big the size of the engines are. Now, they might be just using a 777-300 model for this, but I don't think so. I just think it's the engine size that's pretty tremendous on this plane. And you can see that if I zoom in real quick, let me just show you the detail in the engine, on the detail on the engine, on the metal inside the engine. So you can see there's the let me just get close to that. There's the fan there. There's a second fan in the back, and there's a thing here. I think that's realistic. Not too sure, but there's a round circle in front of it. You can see the extra, you can see through the fan, which is realistic compared to the engine size. That is with any new engine now I've seen on the A320. So there's the back view of the engine, and the exhaust pipe. So that's just to give it better, I think, bypass. If there's more bypass of the engine, I think that's better fuel efficiency. I'm not sure at all about that. I think I've seen that somewhere though. It's like makes it more fuel efficient if there's more wind going back there. So let's taxi this plane out. Oh, I forgot to show you guys something. So on this plane, the wings actually fold up. So when a plane goes to, is it that? Yep, it is. Wait, no, it's not. Let me hit you again because I don't know what that does. There we go. So on this plane, the wings actually fold up. You can see the wing fold up there. So let's see now if we can get a wing view. If I got a wing view on this plane before, where? Let me get a, hang on, let me see if I can get a wing view because I'll taxi out with a wing view. Okay, so it's not, there is a wing view with this model, but it's not letting me get it for some reason because the model, the panel isn't working right now. So we're just going to taxi her out right now with the wings folded. I don't know if this is actually going to be, if this is that, I don't know if this way is actually going to be how they do it how they taxi the plane currently, but I'm just doing it this way so I don't hit anything. Fun fact, the size of this 777, the size of the wings, is longer than the size that current airports can handle, but the actual fold of the wings is the size of the current 777 that's currently out now. So the size of the wings folded is the size of the current 777, 200 and or 300. So just so they can fit in the airports and they don't have to make bigger jetways or make an extra terminal, have this plane like the A380 for example, so they can make an so they don't have to make a bigger space and put new things in for. Oh, there's the, if you look at, I just noticed this in the scenery, if you look right there, there's the Boeing logo on that hangar. So like, so they don't have to like extend jetways and make a new terminal for this plane. It's the size of a normal 777 basically, besides the engines, but the length of the wings is the size of a normal 777. So I'm just going to taxi them the wrong way here. You know, I'm curious about too, if this plane is able to fly with its wings up. But I don't think they actually would want to do that, because then what's the point of putting this plane? Oh jeez, I'm going the wrong way. Look at that. Oh no, I'm going the right way, it's just okay. I thought I was going the wrong way for a minute. Yeah, but I don't think they would, like I said, I don't think they would want to do that, because then what's the point of making the plane that basically the more wing, the more lift. So, or the bigger the wing, the bigger the lift it gets. So if you make a big plane with small wings, the wings can't handle that payload of that aircraft. If I'm correct, I'm not sure actually, but that makes sense. So we're getting taxiing in the wrong way here. I just love, I mean, look at the, if you turn, you'll see that also the engine changes color depending on the, like the inside the engine changes, the shadowing changes depending on where the sun is on that aircraft. I just find that awesome. And it looks so sweet with big gigantic engines like this. And you will see other planes from World of AI. I do have that. You'll see that at KLAX. KLAX. That's Los Angeles International Airport. That's where we'll be heading first. It's about a 2-hour flight. Then I think we're gonna have a break for dinner possibly, and then which I'll probably end the stream and make it part 3 and different parts, unless I can eat in here. I don't know what I'm having for dinner, but you know, the cool part about this plane is Boeing, if this is the actual size of the runway at Boeing Field, Boeing's gonna have to get a new runway soon, because the runway is just long enough, as you will see. The runway, I'm going off the taxiway here. That's actually worse than when I did it before. I gunned the engines and it slid down the runway. It was like sliding down the taxiway. I couldn't stop it. I almost went over the edge here of the airport. Alright, now we're going to put these wings down because we are taking off. So let's get those wings down. And contact tower for takeoff. Alright, so brakes. Now you normally don't taxi onto the wrong way, but there's nothing around here at this time, so there's really no action around this area. So let's see, tower. Okay, Boeing Tower, Boeing 7 at heavy at runway 31 left, ready for takeoff, west departure. Boeing 7 heavy cleared for takeoff, runway 31 left, west departure. I'm just saying Boeing in there because instead of saying 7 heavy, that's like the, you know, weirdest thing to say. It's usually the aircraft type, and then like Boeing, and then tail number or the plane name or airline name. Cleared for takeoff, runway 07 heavy. Alright, we're good to go. Alright, so let me just put KLAX in the thing. It should be about a 2-hour flight. And this stream should be running. I might make a part 2, part whatever, but you guys will see during this flight. I might even take breaks at the airport throughout the day. So I might even take breaks throughout the day. Like I might even make this into a week flight thing, where you just fly everywhere in this thing until they add like textures and stuff, just for the heck of it. So we're taking off to the west, but I think north, or because we're going down. We're going down a little bit, so we're going to turn around. So west departure, I'm gonna go that way. Left during takeoff, I believe. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna do that anyway. So here we go. Let's get out of here. Just want to show you guys something real quick. Speed of the engine on takeoff. You know, hold the brakes. Okay, the plane is moving, so I'm not going to do it that long, but that was the engine speed, generally. Just wanted to show you guys that, just in case you were wondering. I usually fly on the outside, so it's just easier for me to see everything and judge on landing. So, here we go. I wonder if I should back on. No, I'm good. Here we go. As far as I know from the first flight, the wind to the end of the wrong way to lift off. Let's give you guys a cockpit tower view. Oh no, it's doing that. A second. Okay. V1, rotate. Watch the tail. Jeez, I'm not used to how long this plane is. Whoa. Barely made it off the ground there. Alright. V1 positive rate. V2 gear up. Or is it V? It's actually V1, V2, positive rate, gear up. Gears up. And I forgot to put my flaps out, sorry about that. I just want to get the stream rolling. So we're not on the ground too long. Not doing anything wrong, the plane is supposed to do this. Plane can do this. Or is that? No, it's 787. Straighten out. Slow down. So we're heading to KLAX right now. This should be about a 2-hour flight. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your time on board this beautiful aircraft. It's probably glitching a little bit because of the stream, but should be okay. There's our flight route. It's about a 3-hour, 2-hour flight. The other routes should be shorter. Well, shorter than this. And we're going to be going past the famous mountain up ahead, where most of the Boeing aircraft, as well as the escorting aircraft for the flight, which is, I believe, an F-18, if I'm not correct, where they mostly take pictures of the aircraft for their promo videos and stuff, or promo pictures. Alright. I'll be showing you guys a bunch of different views. So, as well. And one thing I don't like about Sky Spirit, as well as Posky mostly, is that if you go to like the back of the plane, you'll notice it better. But if I turn right, she turns right. If I turn left, she turns left. What I don't like about Sky Spirit or the older Project Open Sky planes, I mean I love Sky Spirit. But there's a different company called Project Open Sky, and their page is still up. They don't upload anymore because I think they ran out of money or something. But what happens is they made the plane so like you gotta make wide turns. This thing can easily make a turn. It can easily do. It's very flight dynamic compared to the Project Open Sky model of this, not of the plane, but of older 777s. They just made the turning horrendous, where you can't even turn, especially with like Sen 4s. So our flight time should be about 2 hours and 33 minutes. Oh, and whoever is watching the video, please like and subscribe to my channel. I do videos once in a while. I do not do videos every week. I will do them either when a model comes out, like right now, or normally I'll do it when something is happening in aviation. And I had to fly in Israel 747 because they just retired their last Israel Airlines just retired their last 747, so I gotta do that as well. So at some point. Lights can go off. Going all around a little bit. Just trying to get really close to that mountain. I love flying near the mountains. This mountain. Oh, and by the way, guys, if you look right there, that's what I meant by the shadow on the engines. And when you turn back, it should change to, depending on the light. So you can get close to this mountain here. Don't want to get that close. Okay. We'll do that. So you get really close to that. Oh, I'm also gonna update that video of my first flight in this thing, in this plane. Model. Excuse me. So I'm also gonna update a couple pictures I took of other details on this plane. You can see better pictures of the plane as well, if I can get the videos into a video. In one of the first landings I had in this plane, it's actually pretty bad. But the other landings should be better. I was just full of fuel at the time, so a little heavy. Okay, now we're going this way. Get closer to that. You know what? Let me do this. I just re-entered in the airport code. And I do plan to get higher than this, so I'm just taking it easy because this is my second time flying this plane. There's some sun on the right and left engine fan. Okay, nose down. Oh, I'm sorry guys, it should be about an hour. Alright, we're gaining speed. I'm trying to climb, that's why I got the nose up. Like this. Alright, the flight's actually going to be about an hour, which works awesome because then I can get in another flight possibly. About 2 hours actually the flight's going to be. It says exactly 2 hours and 1 minute, or 2 hours now, actually. I can't wait to get the new GE90 engine sounds in here. They're gonna sound so good on this aircraft. Hey guys, just for the fun of it, what do you think the GE90 engines sound like? The new GE90 engines? Look at the test flight. You're gonna hear the 747 as well, but listen for the GE90 engine sounds. It should be easy to hear. It sounds like a hurricane siren. That's what I think it sounds like. I want to know like what the oh jeez, it's glitching like crazy now. So if this lets me, there we go. So anyways, what do you guys think the GE90, the new GE90 engine sound like? I think it sounds like a hurricane siren, but I want to know your guys' thoughts. So after the video or during the video, if you want to post in the comments or comment after the video what the GE90 engines, the new GE90 engines on 777X sound like, I think that'd be really fun. I'm curious what you guys think. No climbing. I should actually be watching out for planes, but there's no planes around here that I've seen yet, so I've seen nothing. Once we get into KLAX, I definitely will. But as of now, I don't think I need to. There's usually no traffic around here. 1 hour and 46 minutes till we get to KLAX. I think we're about our cruising altitude now. We are at 34,000 feet. We're trying to get to 38,000 feet. You have a fan spinning there. It's a cool sound. The engine fans spinning. And I like to fly my planes hands-on the whole flight, so it's just easier to fly and keep the plane in contact and not descend or increase altitude during the flight. It's just easier for me to not use autopilot. And we're not going to be running into any storms because that is not possible unless I have a Weather X or some sort of weather app. So it's just going to be clear skies the whole flight. This whole is that 1 hour and 6 minutes? No, 1 hour and 27, that's what I thought. Let's see for a second. Alright, we're gonna level off now because we're about the altitude you wanna be. So back on the engines a little bit. Watch time drop a little. That helped. It's an hour and 26. So it should be there by 5:30. No, I'm sorry. It should be there by 5 o'clock roughly. At KLAX. Actually, I think I'm gonna do a flight every day. Because we got like 6 flights, so that makes sense. Do a flight every day, but it tends to be busy during the week, so we'll figure it out. We'll see what time we get into KLAX, and we'll figure it out from there. I might do some more flights. I'm not too sure. Actually, let's see while this thing is running if we have any views or anything like that. So the picture may get smaller, but it's just because I'm checking something real quick. Let me just hit Z on this so it doesn't fall or anything. I know I'm off route, I'm just checking something. Okay, video is still up, and we have nobody using chat. Okay. I'm gonna put the link to the plane in here right now, guys. So if you guys want it, is on Facebook in the Sky Spirit, one of the Sky Spirit groups. There is also a 764 in there with GE engines, which is pretty cool. I think that's the newer You could check. I think it's one of the newer planes to replace something, I think. I'm not too sure. But let me get that for you guys right now. Oh, okay, don't want to do that. Okay. Alright, let's see if I can find the... So if any of you guys want, I'm going to send you guys the link to the plane right now. Woo! They're already doing testing on a cargo version of this. Okay, copy this. So the link for the plane, guys, is in my stream. You can go to it and click on it, and you should be able to access the plane. That is the link to where the plane is. And you just, this is the large door version. There is a small, large, there's a fuselage, 777-9 fuselage texture maker. If you want to make the texture, I think there's also a texture separating tool, small cargo door, and a large cargo door. And what else is there that's new? Good morning, everyone. Here, how to solve the problem of the front landing gear. This aircraft is merged. Guys, spare PSS. Mom's calling. I think that's another model though. It says how to solve this problem. Front landing gear. This aircraft is merged Sky Spirit plus PSS panel. Thanks. I had no idea how to solve that. I'm looking for that other thing for you guys too. Where's that other plane? He usually puts in a thing here where it might be. Okay, there's the picture. Trying to look for the other plane for you guys. I think it's up more. It should be around here somewhere. Hang on. Oh yeah, that was the old 777. That they had, that they made. The older model. Don't worry guys, I'm watching the stream as well. And I'm way off. Give me a sec guys. I'm trying to find something for you. I'm not way off, it's just that I am way off the route, but I have enough fuel to get back on the route. I'm going the right way, it's just straying off course a bit. So let me find that route for you. Not the route, the plane. I think it's the only thing I could find is where is it? There she is. There it is. Okay. Now where is the okay. Oh, that looks nice. I may download that later. New 767 SBA model. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So here is the 767-400 ER with GE Gen X2B engines on it. This is also fun to fly, and it has the same pretty much detail, kind of different detail on it. You'll see. It's like all white body as well. So let me link you guys that, just in case you want to see that as well. So the top one is 777-9, which I'm flying now, and the bottom one is the Sky Spirit with GE9 and GE90 engines. I believe they're the newer versions, if I'm correct. Yeah, I think that's correct. Is saying so can use the pints. Oh, I think it's different backing on it. I think. Oh yeah, that's what the difference is. So the back of the engine is raked, like this. The back of the 767 engines on the new G90s on the 76 are the 747 are like the 747 engines. Don't know if they're the same ones, but they look like they are the close to that. So like the back of the engines is like the 748i engines. That's the only difference I could see right now. I think I have that in this sim. I could test it later if you guys want. I'll test it whenever I get the chance. Okay, so this is still streaming. I think we're still on course. Give me a sec. Let me check the... Okay, one person watching. This is what usually happens. I don't know if people get like 50 viewers or something like that, but I don't mind. A lot of my viewers come on at night anyways. Ooh, okay, that sounds back on. What is that? I've never seen that before. Is a, let's see. It says S10R. Oh, and I'm overspeeding. Great. I probably hit the throttle when I, slow it down a little bit. Z. Now there may not be any oil pad on this plane, but just make sure. I'm just gonna X out of my thing real quick. Actually, let me leave that open because that's the stream. It looks like Captain Canna is flying too. So that's interesting. He's going from I don't know, it just says Vatsim and he gives you the airport. So if you go to his channel, you guys could check out his channel as well. If you want, he is flying currently. So let me X out of that. Why is the screen black? Because I don't have the game open. Alright, hang on. There we go. Alright, let's find where I'm going here. Okay. So, during this flight, this thing is insanely fuel efficient. Because I'm over, like, where looks like I'm over the desert right now, where not KDFW, where let me just get back up to speed here, where KEDW is based out of. So, and my fuel count on this, I only wasted 10% of fuel. So this thing is insanely fuel efficient, I think. So the airport should be somewhere, if I'm correct, it should be somewhere over this desert area. So there's like land, there's like, I think that's sea over there. So it's somewhere over in that area. And I'm going to be landing from the ocean, or maybe not from the ocean, but hopefully, because I get glitched out at this airport sometimes. Okay, don't, I'm overspeeding again. Main problem with these big planes is that if you don't fly them in a while, you get overspeed warnings constantly because of the thrust of the engines and the size of how much thrust they could put out in such a little time. I'm gonna try to stay 445 ground speed. And for those of you who watch my stream for plane spotting, it is getting colder out here in New York. So I won't be plane spotting probably again until early summer. But I do have tons of plane spotting videos I can upload if you guys want to see them. And the World of Warships videos will be coming once I get the newer ships that are out now. Which means the Italian light cruisers. Oops. Okay, let me go to the rail a bit. I generally stay on this line. I'm just fooling around with the flight dynamics as well, testing her because she's my this is my second time flying her on a flight. Actually, first time flying her on a flight, second time flying her. Like, actually. So, just getting used to her flight dynamics. That's why I'm not totally on the line. And that line right there I'm supposed to be on, but I'm just staying off of it so I could fool around with her flight dynamics a bit. And you guys will see a bunch of planes on the ground at KLAX. It's one of the bigger, more populated airports in the game. Or in real life, actually. It's a nice populated airport, so we will have some air traffic definitely on landing, I'm guessing. Man, this thing is very fuel efficient. Look at the amount of fuel I wasted within an hour. Frame rates are going crazy though. I'm gonna start descending at about 45 minutes. I think it's the airport's right after that mountain up there where you start to see a little bit grayish right there. I think it's right after that mountain. Or the airport is like, the city's right at the mountain. Love the 777-9X. Love the 777 brand in general. 777-200, 777-200 is awesome. 777-300 is awesome. 777-8 is awesome. 777-9 is awesome. And I think they're making a 777-10 too. Wonder what that's gonna look like. So, in 777 fleet, there's a 777-200, 777-300, ER variants for those two, and LR variants for those two. And there is the 777-10, 9, and 8 that they're making currently. None have had their first flight yet, besides the older variants. None of the newer ones that I know of had their first flights yet. They have had their taxi runs though. Hopefully we'll see a first flight within the next year. Because they said they were gonna start doing Boeing said they were gonna start doing deliveries in 2021. You're gonna start doing deliveries for this plane. Might have to go around too, because this plane, from what I remember, is a little heavy. But I haven't wasted that much fuel either when I was doing the test flying. I just went around that mountain and back to Boeing Field. Every airport once we get here should be shorter. Boeing Field is in Washington. We're going to Los Angeles right now. Phoenix and Las Vegas are around the same area. KDFW is about a 2 to 3 hour flight. So it should be shorter. Well, a lot shorter. A little bit shorter maybe. Those two, Las Vegas and Phoenix flights should be shorter than this flight. The KDFW flight should be, I'm guessing about an hour or two. So you start to see more terrain on the left, right there, and that should generally keep coming towards the front of the aircraft here. I believe, if I'm correct, we're going to be, hey Max, I believe, if I'm correct, come here, Maxie. I believe, if I'm correct, we're going to be in line with the airport once we get into Los Angeles. Oh, sorry, Max. Hey, where you going? Okay, we got about an hour left. I can get in this, start descending in about 15 minutes. Because we're at about 40 to... We're gonna stay right now between 37 and 40,000 feet. But once it hits 45 minutes, I'm gonna start descending down to probably about 15,000 feet. Let's see if I have the actual, no. I was gonna say, let me see if I have the airport, but it should be in like the 15-minute range usually. That you can get that connection to the airport. Oh, and I do not do giveaways on this stream. I mean, with FSX, I do not do giveaways, but I may do some with World of Warships once they get enough viewers on here for that particular game. I may do it, I may not. I'm not sure yet. And we have 414 nautical miles left of this flight. And our ground speed is 445, which is perfect speed, which I want it at. And sometimes I play live tower, live air traffic control from the airports. Tonight I don't think I'm going to do it though, because I'm going to have to use ATC and it's going to be really confusing. ATC in the game with the planes air landing. In about 5 minutes, we're gonna start descending. Can I show you wing view? Let me see. No, it's a wing view on here. I just don't know what key it is. Let me see. I could show you guys a wing view really quick, or get to a wing view. There's the panel. How it's supposed to be working. Okay, so where are we? Okay, perfect. So here's roughly where we are right now. We are heading south from Boeing Field, and we're heading right around here, this area. So once we hit that, actually down here, I think, somewhere around here. So once we go there, depending on how low we are, I might go down to Texas, head back up to Pheonix, and then do it that way if we're lower than the airports that we have to go to that are in the route. So I may switch the route a little bit once we land. Okay, so right now, 48 minutes. I'm going to start slowing her down. Putting the nose down a little bit. Speeding up. And so there's actually going to be a flight every day this week. I'm going to do one flight per day, I think. Because I don't know, depending on the time we leave the airport and land each time. I don't know if we're going to make it through the night like before 12 o'clock, so. We'll see if we make it there before. Actually, slow her down. She's actually making better time, so which is good. If you go lower altitude, between usually at 36 to 38,000, plane that's generally the operating altitude for this aircraft, like the highest it can generally fly. And we are gaining time. Yep, there we go, fix that. So now we're gonna get to the airport in like 42 minutes. Probably just the speed I was going, 41. Awesome, we're making time now. 40. Don't want to go too fast though because I'm losing altitude as well as gaining speed, so. Ooh, 38. Awesome. I mean 39. Yeah, so generally it's going to be a flight, one flight every week, probably. due to I have other stuff to do as well on my computer, like playing World of Warships and stuff. So it's gonna be one flight every week, or something. I usually say that, but I'll probably do all the flights tonight. I'm not sure. It's fun flying. I haven't flown in like, wow, overspeeding crap. I've been playing World of Warships more than I've been flying. There's 7 minutes. Gonna watch my speed as I descend. Wow, we only wasted 12% of fuel with an hour flight in the 777-9. That's insane. Usually it would waste like at least 20% or 15%. Alright, 38 minutes out. I'm just gaining a little room from the line so I can land if I need to switch. Wrong ways. Is the Boeing logo on the bottom of the plane? Okay, we're overspeeding again. Sorry about that. Air brakes. The hardest thing to do with the 777 is descend with these gigantic engines. Always overspeeding. Yeah, I think the airport's right over these mountains. Let's see if I have the airport in range yet. Oakland Center. Oh. It's a cool airport. Looking for KM. No. On Tahoe. The only problem I have with the 777 is that overspeed. It usually overspeeds when I take off and descend because of the engine speeds on this thing. Gotta get closer to the airport. I'm gonna stay around like 20,000. Very. Okay, straight out. Clear that mountain in front of us. Alright, 35 minutes. And descend after I go over the mountain range. There's our first plane. AI plane right over there. Getting close to LAX. It's like a United 757. Okay. We'll be landing in about a half hour. And then we'll probably take off again and head to an airport. Actually, we're going to continue the flight tomorrow. So after I land in LAX, we're going to continue the rest of the flight tomorrow. So about, I don't know. Actually, you know what? Yeah, every time I stream, we'll be doing this route. And then I'll just add on to this route. So sometime this week, I'll make another stream. And then, if I had time. And then, continuation of the route. And then I'll be switching the model too as new paint schemes come out. Swine up. Also play Pokemon Go and trying to catch a swine. I also play Pokemon Go and trying to catch a swine up right now. Got it. CP is 49. It sucks. Figures. power this thing up. I'm powering up a Detective Raichu right now. From that thing is that Detective Raichu is from Detective Pikachu. They had them in the games for a while, so them in the game for a while. Let's see who else I can power up. I can power up Pidgey. Nah. See any more Pikachus? No. No. Power up. Okay, we're turning for some reason, which I want to do. I'm just playing Pokemon Go as I'm flying, which I shouldn't be doing. But there's nothing around here really right now, so. I don't know we're speeding or anything. I haven't really seen any other planes, so. Don't play Pokemon Go while driving, don't play Pokemon Go while flying. It's funny. Okay, so we're gonna make a turn here. Turn here. I had never did this flight before, so I don't actually know the exact scenery layout, but I know it's somewhere over here. Let's see. Alright, so once we get into the city area, which I think is up ahead somewhere, then I'm going to be trying to land and avoid air traffic. But for now, it seems like there's only one plane flying over. Okay, gotta do that too, for what? Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm looking at Jurassic World Alive game on my phone. Wants me to battle more dinosaurs to get a incubator. But that's what I'll do after I land. And I'm gonna eat soon. I think when my parents get home. So when my parents get home. So. I can do it now while this plane is flying. Yeah, let's kick some butt. Wish I could show you guys this, but I can't because it's on my phone, so. I'm watching the flight as well. Okay, what am I gonna do with it? Do that. Did nothing. I'm battling with dinosaurs right now. On Jurassic World Live. Ooh, jeez. This guy's strong. Yep, so I'm watching it. Yeah, we have 27 minutes left of the flight. Should get there by around like 5:30. Dead. Flight's still doing good. We're pretty much gaining altitude right now, but that's okay. We could easily descend. Let's go with you. 26 minutes. Should start to descend a lot in like 5-10 minutes. Alright, one more. Oh, come on. Stupid. Hate that when you don't. They gotta add sound to that. It would be so much cooler if they had sound to Jurassic World Live. Alright. I don't know where this airport is. I'm just following the route. This thing has a lot of fuel on it. My guess we'll be landing with 8% of fuel. We have 86% of fuel now. Should be on the ground in at like 5:30. Okay. Yeah, so there's gonna be flights randomly. I'm gonna try to stick to the flight route whenever I can fly. Um, that I just made, and then we'll just explore the world with the 777-9 until they make until he makes like paint skins for this, and I'll be using those. Alright, 20 minutes. Gonna descend down to 20,000 feet. This is how I did it last time and it worked really well. So let's descend down to 20,000 feet. What I do usually, make it easier for me, is I'll do I'll do it like 10-minute time, but like I'll descend to like 20,000 feet if I have 20 minutes left of the flight. And then once it says 15, I'll descend as the time goes down, so I don't have to dramatically descend in a matter of probably 15 minutes. I think that's like a sync rate. That's more like a sync rate than it is anything else, and you could just slam the gear in the wrong way at that point. Currently descending. Watching out for aircrafts. Oh, looks like I am gonna land land about 10 minutes late at the airport. Maybe I could speed up a little bit. No, it's not gonna let me. Alright, no worries. Slowly descending. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna be heading straight for the wrong way, because looks like there is let's see. Yeah, it looks like all the way out there is water. I'm pretty sure that's water, like right there. So the airport's like right in front of it. Yeah, that's definitely water in front of us. Let's see if I can get connection to the airport ATC after I clear those mountains. Okay, so that's okay because we're overspeeding. The only thing I don't like about this plane is there's no overspeed warning on it. I think that's because the panel is incompatible with Steam. I'll fix that in later videos. Ooh, excuse me. Wow. That's a nice pickup. Those engines.